Hello, cooking enthusiasts. This week's video is just quickly going to go over a little experiment I did. The backdrop for this experiment is making carbonara, and I will discuss some of my personal technique around that. But the main variable is testing a flavor enhancing compound. The compound I'm talking about is actually two compounds, disodium inosinate and guanylate, but they're pretty much always used together, so I will pretty much just refer to them together as IG. IG can be thought of as companion molecules to glutamate, aka MSG. Like glutamate slash MSG, they taste very savory and they both occur in a lot of normal natural foods, and they are used heavily in processed foods as well. Supposedly, MSG mixed with only around 2% IG has a doubling or even tripling effect on the intensity and depth of the savory flavor. While I will also be using it with powdered MSG, I'm compound on its own in combination with other natural ingredients that are high in glutamate. So, this first big comparison experiment is testing IG alongside Parmigiano, which is naturally high in glutamate, in the context of carbonara. What you have mostly seen on screen is my dad cooking the pancetta slash guanciale. This is a homemade pig face pancetta, so it is sort of a hybrid of both cured proteins. It was also previously cooked sous vide and chopped up into these pieces, and this is about 150 grams for two portions. Especially when working with a homemade cured product, I really like the tenderness of cooking it sous vide, in this case 24 hours at 60 Celsius, and then getting it crispy. We are also cooking 200 grams of capellini pasta, which is similar to angel hair. I do also like a thicker spaghetti for carbonara, but the capellini cooks very quickly, which is nice for experimenting. So the idea is we combine all of the pasta and all of the pancetta, and then we are frying it together before splitting it roughly evenly in half. We have two identical egg and cheese mixtures, except one of them also has the IG compound. It was originally 3 egg yolks and 1 whole egg mixed together and then split in half. So each bowl contains 70 grams of this egg mixture and 20 grams of Parmigiano, and the experimental portion contains approximately 0.25 grams of the Ig compound. So relative to the Parmesan, that is just over 1% as a baker's percentage. And to make the measuring easier, the Ig compound was diluted. I will list my diluted Ig recipe in the video description. So I would say the results were relatively interesting. Overall, I do think I slightly preferred the carbonara with the Ig compound. I would say it definitely added its own flavor. It tasted essentially like we cooked the pasta in a chicken broth before incorporating into the carbonara. I can definitely see contexts where you don't want that savory, brothy sort of taste and aftertaste, but I think with carbonara, at least, it definitely works. It's also interesting because, unlike other food additives you may have experienced, this actually creates a very pleasant aftertaste, which is a little unusual. But really, that is it for this video. I hope you found this experiment interesting. Let me know if you have any other ideas for this Ig compound. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, thank you for watching.